Attention, there has been a revolution in the election between Adams and Jefferson. What do you have to say about this, Chris?
Well, the election of 1800 has come to an end, and we have a new president, Thomas Jefferson. This is very important because it signals the passing of political power from the Federalists to the Democratic Republicans.
Revolution!
Well, today the Marbury versus Madison case ended, and what it does is it gives the Supreme Court the power to review laws and decide if they're constitutional or not.
Oh yes, I heard about that. I heard they're calling it judicial review. Pressing news from the courthouse.
It's true. Justice Chase is now facing impeachment. Let's go to the justice himself to find out the details.
Hi, I'm Justice Chase, and I just want to appeal to my innocence. I did nothing wrong. I just ruled one way, and Jefferson didn't agree with me, and now I'm being wrongfully impeached.
Breaking news. Justice Chase found not guilty. In interest of expanding the country, President Jefferson is looking towards purchasing lands in New Orleans and east of New Orleans. He has sent explorers Lewis and Clark to investigate and examine the land.
We have a live feed going. Let's go take a look.
Okay, so I'm Lewis.
I'm Clark.
And this is Sacagawea. She is helping us explore this Louisiana territory.
As you can see, she is a native from this territory. From her dream catcher and her native colors and to her dark brown hair, we have chosen her to guide us into this new amazing territory.
And so far she's helped us discover new maps of this territory, cool, fun stories, and we got to meet the Native Americans here. So Sacagawea, what else does this land have to offer us? We have those beautiful mountains, so let's go.
Okay, now as you can see, we haven't fully understood her language yet. Well, Lewis, I think she said to go this way.
Yeah, I think she
No,
said
Sacagawea, my GPS says this way. I don't know what you're doing. Okay, look. Man, I don't know, is there good food there? I'm hungry. No, well, okay, Lewis, we gotta go this way. I'm sorry.
Let's go
Sacagawea, this way. What, I will sell you to the tribes, I swear.
Well, that was interesting.
And extremely racist. But so Jefferson was interested in that small area, but the French ended up selling the whole Louisiana territory to the U.S. for only $15 million.
Even though Jefferson feels that his purchase is unconstitutional, he has decided that it is such a good deal, he will accept the purchase. We are live on location where the Chesapeake Affair is taking
Look at
place.
me, I'm a little American bear. Oh no, what's happening?
Hey, American, you have to be in our British Navy.
What happens if I don't want to?
We're forcing you to work in our Navy.
Oh no!
This is impressment.
Yeah.
We are live with special guest reporter Dixie Normus. Dixie.
Hello, I'm Dixie Normus. This just in. Jefferson has passed the Embargo Act, which prohibits trade with Britain and the U.S. in order to stop seizures of American sailors. Hello. We have just got news that the Non-Intercourse Act has passed, which has prohibited trade with not only Britain, but with everyone. Hey American, I want to have intercourse with you.
Relations.
Intercourse with you.
No, I can't.
But I want to have intercourse with you.
No, non-intercourse. Haven't you ever heard of the Non-Intercourse Act?
No, what is that?
Well, I just have to stop everything. Stop trading with Britain and everybody else, okay? I'm sorry, I gotta go.
We just have seen an example of the Non-Intercourse Act in action. So as a result, the U.S. economy has gone bad. People have started building factories because farm products have not been selling or trading with anyone.
Hello everyone, my name is Audrey Pearl Sunshine here, and the election of 1808 has concluded and our new president is Madison. Now, as you can see, my coworker is starving, and that is why he's eating. Okay, now the new American system has been introduced by Henry Clay. Provisions of this system includes the Protective Tariff of 1816, which will help protect American industry. A second, National Bank, which goal is to fix the national credit in order to control inflation. Okay, I'm sorry for that mishap right there. And lastly, the building of roads and canals. Thank you! As you know, the Non-Intercourse Act has made the economy go bad. As a result, Macon has introduced the new Macon Bill No. 2, which will restore trade with Britain and France if they agree to respect U.S. merchants at sea. Now, Chris Michael Cologne, how do you feel about this?
I actually think it's a good idea and it should help the economy.
Is that so?
Yes.
Here we have Britannia with news from 1812.
So as you know, Britain has been impressing American sailors and they have not been respecting neutrality rights at sea. So President Madison is fed up and has declared war on Britain. This is the action that people like the war hawks have been waiting for.
So the War of 1812 has been going on for 2 years, and it has finally ended with the Treaty of Ghent, where America and Britain have agreed to stop fighting and restore all territories to the status before the war. What do you have to say about this treaty?
Well, this treaty did not totally end the war, because after the treaty was signed, the Battle of New Orleans occurred.
Yes, and after the battle, the Federalists called the Hartford Convention when they thought the war would hurt trade between them and Britain. This action ultimately marked the death of the Federalist Party. One of the first treaties that was signed was the Rush-Bagot Treaty in 1817, which limited naval armament or naval weapons on the Great Lakes between U.S. and Britain.
On to other news. As a result of the issuing of the Second National Bank, the Panic of 1819 occurred. What do you think about that?
Well, things that contributed to the panic was economic distress. Issues like the tariff, the bank, international improvements, and the sale of public lands were being ignored. Do you have anything that you know about the Panic of 1819?
Yes, I do. It also brought deflation and bank failures. And speaking of banks, in Supreme Court case McCulloch versus Maryland, the judges ruled that the states cannot tax the bank because it was constitutional.
Well, yes. This ruling showed the power of the federal government. Also, another word about political solutions, the Missouri Compromise was issued in 1820, which admitted Maine as a free state and Missouri as a slave state. This created a balance of power between the free and slave states in the nation. So, what is there that is going on in the nation besides this?
Well, in other news, the government is trying to attract people to the western lands with the Land Act of 1820, which sold cheap land.
Yes, I heard the Erie Canal in New York has been completed as well, which will aid in transportation of goods and such. Do you know anything else about what is happening in the nation?
Well, you know what I heard? The U.S. purchased Florida from Spain in 1819 when Spain had to deal with revolutions in South America.
Yes, one of the biggest pieces of legislation was the Monroe Doctrine. This claimed that Europe cannot colonize or intervene in the Western Hemisphere. What do you know about the Monroe Doctrine?
Well, this act proved to be effective when Russia tried to intervene in the Western Hemisphere, but this piece of legislation prevented this.
Yes, and the Monroe Doctrine will also prove to be effective later on in history. So, yeah.
Hi, I'm Shannon Jameson, and I play the character of Dixie Normis, the reporter.
Hi, my name is Isabel Macias, and I was Audrey Pearl Sunshine.
Hi, I'm Sal, and I was Sal.
Hi, I'm Linda Gonzalez, and I was Britannia.
And we have Chris Michael Cologne playing Chris Michael Cologne with cameraman Chris Michael Cologne and Isabel Macias and is it just us?
Yeah.
And just us.
No.
And Sal at some point.
So this wraps up the Jeffersonian era in the years 1800 to 1824.
Enjoy!